And what boron does is it frees up your testosterone. So you have your total testosterone levels, serum levels, which you'll see in blood tests, and you'll see free testosterone levels as well. Now, total testosterone levels is just what's circulating, but it's not necessarily what you can actually use. It's your free testosterone levels that you want to be focusing on. And in a lot of testosterone replacement therapy protocols, people will be given boron. And what boron does is it frees up your testosterone, as I said before. And I found this to work. I found it incredibly effective. That's one thing. Another thing, ashwagandha. So that will decrease. Earlier I talked about decreasing your stress. Ashwagandha decreases your stress, blunts your cortisol, and that actually will increase your testosterone as well. It's been shown in many clinical trials. Other things you want to do is just focus on reducing your stress. So if you're in a toxic environment, reduce your stress. You want to stop having so much stimulating you all the time. It's not good to be stimulated by everything going on. You need time and space to breathe. You try some meditation. Those are some things. There's some other things you can do as well that have been shown, such as putting ice pack on your balls. That's been shown to actually increase your fertility, and for men, they often do in bodybuilding competitions. Ball shining is there's some studies. It's not really, they don't really know whether it definitely works, but that's, as it sounds, it's getting your balls out in the sun. That you do what you need to do. I don't recommend anything, but those are some things to increase your testosterone. And testosterone and dopamine are highly linked. If you can get those under control, then you will see far better outcomes of everything you do in your life. They're such big subjects that you can't really go into it so much in one video. But there's one more thing I want to go over, and that's prolactin. Now, this isn't a subject that I know a huge amount about. However, I have experienced it myself, seen the effects, and I'd say I probably know enough to know more than the average person, which will give you the stepping stone to realize that this even exists. Prolactin is what makes women lactate. It's a very feminine hormone. So for women, it's very good. For men, I mean, it's there for a reason. You grew up with it evolutionary, so there's reasons for it, and we shouldn't discriminate individual hormones or nutrients or anything. It's very reductionist and doesn't help anyone. But if you're a man, and you know when you bust a nut and you have that clarity afterwards, you become lazy, you suddenly don't want to do things so much anymore, that's prolactin. It'll increase your levels of prolactin, and you just become more lazy. You want to spend time with your woman, you're suddenly haven't got so much drive and everything. And what we find is men who have settled down, if I had a child, they have very high levels of prolactin. Now, if you're chasing your purpose, you want to build a business, you want to do something, then you want to keep your prolactin low wherever possible. There's a few things you can do for it. First, stop watching porn. Porn is incredibly toxic. It also decreases your levels of testosterone, because you're watching another man have sex with a woman, which isn't you. So essentially betas you down, and so it decreases your level of testosterone. But if you're busting a nut constantly, which will also decrease your levels of testosterone, it'll increase your levels of prolactin, and that will essentially just make you lazy. Sperm is very expensive. I've seen some ridiculous thing, takes like 3 steaks and like 10 eggs worth of nutrients to create just one ejaculation. And so every time you do it, you're essentially flushing a load of nutrients out of your body, and it takes a while to recreate them, especially the older you get. So you want to be making sure, just quit porn. It's toxic, really is. And, just, if you've heard of NoFap, then you know. If you haven't, then look into it more. This is one of the things that turns a basic beta male into someone who can really achieve a lot in life. I'll leave it at that. You can do some more research into it, but it has a lot to do with prolactin, testosterone, and dopamine as well. Now, yeah, that's what I call the cocktail of success. There's dopamine, testosterone, prolactin. And what I do is I avoid wherever possible very tasks that hijack my dopamine. I try not to use social media wherever possible. And when I do, I might even put my hand over my phone screen so that I can't see my likes and everything I get, because it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter how many likes I get. I'm using it for a purpose. I'm posting something. But so I do things like that. Stay away from hyperpalatable foods. Oh, my nose is itchy. But it doesn't mean you have to stay away from these things forever. The more you learn about dopamine, the easier things get. I suggest reading a few books about it, or just doing a bit of internet research. Testosterone, so lifting heavy weights, making sure you're fulfilling your purpose as a man, having a very good diet, exercising well, getting good sleep, lowering your stress. Those are some of the basic things you can do, and make sure you control your sexual urges as well. Don't watch porn. No fap is very useful as well. Chase your purpose. I call this the cocktail of success. You learn to master these hormones, and you'll learn to master your life. I hope this video was insightful to people. If you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like, subscribe button, maybe follow on whatever platform you're on, and let me know what you want to watch next.